In mid-November, the Supreme Court announced that it will hear the legal challenge to Obamacare next spring. That's as it should be. Never in our history has such sweeping change been imposed with so little scrutiny from the American people. The legislation that created Obamacare was rammed through Congress without the voters even learning what was in it. And in the nearly 2 years since it passed, it has been implemented by bureaucrats who have made up the rules as they've gone along and been accountable to no one. The Supreme Court's review will finally allow the chance to give Obamacare the scrutiny it deserves. But that opportunity could be in danger if one of the justices hearing the case is also one of the architects of Obamacare's legal defense. And that could be the case with Elena Kagan.
Kagan privately expressed her opinion after passage of the law and may have helped organize a legal response, anticipating later court challenges. In one email sent to constitutional scholar Lawrence Tribe after the health care law was passed, Kagan, who was then Solicitor General, wrote, "I hear they have the votes, Larry. Simply amazing." Now, Kagan's under fire from at least 2 Republican senators, Orrin Hatch of Utah and Jeff Sessions of Alabama, who say there are serious questions that need to be answered. Sessions sent a letter yesterday to Attorney General Eric Holder wanting to know, among other things, whether Kagan attended any meetings on the health care law, was asked for her opinion on the law, or reviewed any relevant documents.
We at the Center for Individual Freedom also believe that answering these questions is vital to understanding whether or not Justice Kagan can hear the Obamacare case with sufficient objectivity. And normal procedures aren't working. When Attorney General Eric Holder was asked to produce documents clarifying Kagan's role, he responded nearly 4 months after the deadline set by Congress and refused to release the information. That's why CFIF has joined with more than 85 other organizations and grassroots leaders, as well as 49 members of the House of Representatives, to urge the House Judiciary Committee to investigate Justice Kagan's work on Obamacare and determine whether it's appropriate for her to hear the case. Both the legislative and executive branches have run roughshod over the American people in dictating Obamacare. Now, the judiciary can finally right that trend by giving the law the careful, detailed scrutiny it deserves. That process is too important to the nation to be tainted by suspicions about the loyalties of a Supreme Court justice. For the good of the country, Justice Kagan should come clean about her record. That's this week's Freedom Minute.